So it is Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Minnesota Vikings, and there's a lot on the line. Mostly pride, and mostly mine. I've been talking a lot of junk, but I want to talk about the most important battle of tonight's game. So let's get into it.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I want to talk about the most important battle of tonight's game. Okay, a lot of people are going to be obviously looking at the offenses, both very potent offenses. You got Justin Jefferson on the opposite side, you got AJ Brown on ours, you got Jalen Hurts, a lot of polarizing players on these offenses. So I'm going to talk about their offense, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our defense, because I think that's where the biggest matchup will be. Before we get into that, y'all know the scenario. Yeah, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 4K. We would love for you guys to join that ride. So let's get right into it. So what is the biggest battle to me for tonight's game? It is going to be Darius Slay versus Justin Jefferson. Now, I do believe that we are going to have a lot of different people matched up on Justin Jefferson. I do believe that, you see the first game, and we did have Fran Duffy on, and he kind of explained it even better than probably I could. But, you saw how he was moved around a lot from this offense. He was in the backfield. He was lined up on their linebackers, on their slot cornerbacks, on their outside cornerbacks, on some of their safeties. There was so many people that had to account for Justin Jefferson. I understand that. But at the same time, Darius Slay gives us the best chance on our roster, maybe outside of a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I think that he might be the next best player in man, maybe even better, who knows? But either way, you look at that battle, you look at how Darius Slay is most likely going to want to take on Justin Jefferson. It just is in his DNA. He's that type of guy that's going to want to shadow Justin Jefferson. So if the Eagles allow him to follow Justin Jefferson around, that's going to be what we have to watch. I will say, to keep it fair, it's not just on Darius Slay. Again, it's going to be a team effort, but he is our guy. He is the all-pro. He is the #1 guy that we have to watch for. So there's no question that obviously this whole team is going to have to battle together. And like I said, we're going to see the linebacker. Hopefully it's Kaiser White, because that's probably our best coverage linebacker. So you're going to see your linebackers in coverage on him. You're going to see Chauncey Gardner-Johnson probably, tasked to take on a Justin Jefferson. You're going to see a lot of different type of defensive fronts and a lot of different type of schemes to try and stop him, but that's what we have to do. We have to, at the very, very least, minimize the effect that he's going to have, minimize the damage that he's going to have on this team, because look, he can single-handedly, we saw it even in week 1, right? And we saw it plenty of times last year. He can single-handedly change the direction of a game, change the complexion of a game. And if the Eagles let that happen, I don't think that we win in a shootout. If this is our home opener, we have to go out there and assert dominance, man. First week was first week. The Lions looked good in their second week, so maybe it was just a tough battle against a tough team. Are we the first half Eagles that played last week, or are we the second half Eagles that played last week? This week will tell us a lot. I'm going to go with the first one. I'm going to go with that we are the first half team. I think that this offense can get it going. I think that they showed they can score 30+ points pretty easily. They did it in a half, right? I think we had damn near 300 yards at halftime. We were a very, very potent offense, and I think that we proved that. Defensively, we have to answer some questions. Defensively, we have to show that we can do what we can do. There was a period in that first week that we had, I think, like 4 or 5 3-and-outs in a row. That's what I want to see. I want to see dominance from this defense. I think that we can do it. I think that this is a good test for us. This is a good, litmus test. This is a good, just bar for us to know where we are as a team. But we have to, and it starts with that secondary. It starts with Darius Slay locking down Justin Jefferson, setting an example, right? Because if you look at it like this, most likely the first couple reps will probably be Darius Slay versus Justin Jefferson. We're probably going to get that right off the bat. There's just to set a tone, right? Either way, because if you're the offense, you're going to say, let me get your #1. If I make a couple plays off him, your whole cornerback room is going to be like, all right, well, he just took out our boss. What are we supposed to do now? But on the other side, it's very true as well. If you're able to go out there and lock him down, Darius Slay, and he has to move around and try and find different matchups, everybody has has a little bit more confidence, right? Everybody feels a little bit better, right? They feel like, all right, well, Slay got him, it's my turn now. James Bradbury's gonna get his, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to work. Avonte Maddox, go get yours. Chauncey Gardner, go get yours. Kaiser White, go get yours. And I think that if the Eagles just play it, don't play it safe. Just play it to the wall. You got to go out there and go all in. This season has just proven to me that there's so many struggles on so many different teams. The Bengals don't look like they looked last year. The Rams are struggling here and there. You know, there's a lot of teams. There's no team that just stands out and are like, oh wow, this team is ridiculous. Everybody's having struggles. So the Eagles have to pounce on a weak NFC, on a weak NFC East. I know the Cowboys won, and congratulations to Cooper Aikman, Rush, or whatever the heck his name is. He's Tony Romo to a bunch of Cowboys fans now, which is cute. It's cute actually. But anyways, so you know, I know they won, but that says more to me about the defending AFC champions. That's what that says more about them to me, at least. I feel like that shows that both sides of the stripe are weak. We thought Denver was going to come out hot. I believe they're 0-2 now. Russell Wilson is killing me in fantasy football. He hasn't even thrown a complete pass, it feels like, all year. And it's like, you look at this landscape, and it's right there for the Eagles. It's right there for the Eagles. But I'm getting on a tangent. The most important battle is going to be Darius Slay versus Justin Jefferson. If he takes advantage of Darius Slay early in this game, I'm going to be worried, because, you know, everybody's going to look at that, especially in the secondary, and be like, all right, so what are we supposed to do now, right? Like, if Darius Slay is not able to at least, and I'm not saying lock him down, but at least make him feel a little bit uncomfortable, make a couple, you know, pass deflections, lock him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying 0 catches for 0 yards, but if you can just hold him down, don't let him get any big plays in the first quarter, then we in a good spot. And then the rest of the guys, they can feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more loose going into the game, and just feel like they can match up well against him. Jonathan Gannon scares the heck out of me. You know, I don't know where he's going to play these guys. I don't know how he's going to play these guys, but if you play 10 yards off of Justin Jefferson, I might not watch the game. If I see that in the first quarter, I might just, I don't know. I'm lying. Like, I'm going to watch the game, but just don't let Justin Jefferson kill you this game. I think that's the overarching sentiment that I'm trying to get out here. Just don't let him kill you. And Darius Slay, just go out there and be our number one. I have a lot of faith that he can at least win most of those matchups. I really do. But you guys let me know what you're thinking. What do you think is the most important matchup in this game, going into this game? I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people say Jonathan Gannon. You know, I try to keep it to somebody that's on the field, but it feels like Gannon's the guy that's going to lose us most of our games if we lose him. But, you know, again, I'm on a tangent. I'm just, why Monday, right? Let me, one last tangent. Why Monday? Can we do Monday games at, like, you know, 12, 1 o'clock? I don't mind watching them at work. You know, that's how I feel right now. But anyways, you guys let me know what you're thinking. What's the biggest battle for you going into this game? Other than that, y'all know what it is. It's Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out of here. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles fly, you on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly, the pie.